Hello.
Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm fine. My name is Aran AJ Navarro here from Mexico City, and I'm here to talk to you about this great project, which is Time I Love. And my first question for you, Jennifer, would be how much does this project mean to you, not only as an actress, but also as a producer? Because I think there had to be something very interesting about this story that, well, just got contact with you and you said, I had to make this thing.
Yeah, it really struck me. It was such an important and emotional piece of work that I felt like touched on aspects of the human existence, definitely the female existence, that just haven't really been explored or talked about. And I felt like the way that the author, Ariana Horowitz, portrayed this woman's inner world was so unique. Um, and I mean, obviously, it wasn't it was a weird. It's the way that it's like written. It's definitely not obvious how it could be a movie. Um, but it was just like it's just kind of like following the truth and following the emotions of it. And that led us to Lynne Ramsay, who I've always wanted to work with, and she was really the only person that we considered who could bring this to life.
Also, talking about the character, your character, and the psychology and the symbolisms, I love the fact that that's so. Yeah, it's been like said that it's talk about the postpartum depression, but there are more symbolisms there, like the feral need and you act like you are a woman captured in an environment that she doesn't feel how to adapt herself. So tell me a little bit about that psychology and that work, because the physicality is huge in this film.
Yeah, I mean, I think um, I understand why Lynn doesn't want to just kind of pathologize it as one thing, as postpartum. Um, I mean, I get that we kind of use postpartum as like an engine for these like really interesting characters to kind of break down in this really fascinating way. Um, but I felt like, after I had my first baby, I didn't have like a bad postpartum, but I do remember feeling like this love and this devotion doesn't fit in the current world. Like, what happens when you have to go back to work and you have to leave your baby? What happens when, it just feels like it's not designed to support like a mother and child, which of course it's not, but that feels really violent at the beginning when you're like just kind of getting your bearings. And so it's like this huge existential and identity crisis while you're kind of getting your bearings. Um, and she and Jackson are just so kind of misguided on their journey.
Totally. And for the last question, just to wrap up again, tell me a little bit about the work with Lynn, because I think that's also a very interesting job there. And Lynn has this kind of a vision to take that sensibility on top subjects like this one. So tell me a little bit about the work that you had with her.
I mean, she's exactly what you want, when you think I want to work with an auteur. She built such a rich world and such characters with so much depth and dimension. Um, but she wasn't like very controlling. If anything, she was a little hands off by the time we like really got to set, which kind of made it scarier. Um, she was everything and more that I dreamed of.
Perfect. Well, Jennifer, I got to thank you for this time, for this interview, and also congratulate you for the job. I think you do a wonderful job. It's a pretty powerful movie, and I think it's gonna keep on going with the talkings and the meditations about it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.